Welcome to my channel. I am George Schlacek.
The one and only.
Let's sit down even though my butt's gonna get slightly wet. Well, it is a Saturday in mid-November and well, I gotta show you a little bit of our backyard. There's the new pear tree that we planted this year. There's the old rebuilt bicycle that I rebuilt recently. And well, it's this time of year usually that Barbara and we are starting to look for good deals on a flight to a different country where we can spend some time in the winter to get away from all this. Usually we try for 2 months. Well, this year it's probably going to look a little bit different because we are still dealing with the pandemic, and this last week, like every single day, there was some kind of bad news about it. The caseload is going higher, the hospitals are full of people, they have to cancel elective surgeries. Just terrible. So travel this winter, it's very much uncertain. We don't know if we're going to go anywhere. But you can rest assured that I will keep making videos, even if it's just all me cycling in the winter and perhaps biffing off about my pet peeves with the bike industry and with motorists on the roads and the city not clearing the snow. I promise I'll do it in an entertaining way, but there's always an underlying message that is pretty serious. I mean, there are some real challenges that all us cyclists have to deal with every single day, and in the winter it probably is 3 times as bad because we have fewer options of where we can ride. Today the plan is I'm just going to go on a ride and see what the trails in Edmonton are like along the river valley and stuff. There's about probably an hour and a half or so left that there's still daylight, and I want to make good use of it. And I haven't really been out riding like that for a bit. I've been very busy with my handyman work for the last few weeks, and now after work usually it gets dark so fast. I commute maybe to the bike shop, maybe to the store somewhere or something, and that's it. You know, there haven't been any major rides. I'd like to change that this winter too. See, I just mounted the handlebar bag on this bike here. This bag is a decade old, but it's huge. It gives me an idea for perhaps doing a winter old fart challenge or something like that. But it's really gonna depend the conditions, because I'm not planning on getting killed out on a snowy road or something like that. Nor do I like to freeze to death. So we'll see. You know, I keep making the videos bicycle touring talk, and when I get to the end of destinations are fake, I got some other things on my mind. And I'm happy to report that as I'm recording this, my channel has grown to 370 subscribers. And for some, this might sound like a teeny weeny channel, and you know, but I'm having so much fun making those videos, and I know that it's only a matter of time and we will break through the 1,000 subscribers barrier, and then we'll see where I could take it from there. I have big ideas and enjoying this tremendously, so you might want to consider subscribing, because of course it helps a great deal, and it also gives me motivation to keep this up. I'm spending a lot more time on making YouTube videos than I ever saw coming, but there's no regrets. It's an awesome platform, and I just want to keep it up. Okay, enough talking. I want to go for a ride before it gets dark. What you see here in the Edmonton cycling community, we call that brown sugar. I don't know why it is anything even close to sugar, because it is not sweet. It is not sweet to ride on. It is actually very dangerous, very hard. Even with my studded tires, I don't really have any traction here. So being that the snow doesn't get removed here, after a week or so of fluctuating temperatures, this is what it looks like. And as a cyclist, well, you are struggling. You just have a whole different experience if you're even riding at all. I am just lucky right now that there's no traffic here, because otherwise I would be in danger or I would be ticking somebody off. But of course, riding is better than not, so I keep riding even in these conditions. This bike has studded tires. However, you can barely see them here because they get clogged up with brown sugar kind of snow. They are still kind of effective, but they are not the perfect solution by any means. The kind of ice you see here is actually what my studs work best for. It is not polished ice like you would find on a skating rink, but it is compressed snow that is very dense and hard, but I get a decent grip here with my studs. I'm pretty much staying in the same gear the whole time. There's no point shifting. Cycling is much slower in the winter. One thing about handling the bike in the snow or on the ice is basically forget about your front brake, because the wheels tend to lock up really fast, and when they lock up in the front, it basically wipes you out right away. In the back you have more control. There's something beautiful about this trail almost any time of year. Yeah, enough of the video footage here. Just have a look. The sun is setting, the trail looks beautiful, and I need both hands on my handlebars. What you see is the river. It's not completely frozen, and the sun is slowly setting, and you can see the reflection, and it looks kind of awesome. There we see the downtown high-rises behind the trees. Just simply had to stop here for a minute or so because it looks fantastic. Hope you don't mind. No. Looking at the Dawson Bridge, and this is what it looks when the North Saskatchewan River is starting to freeze over, slowly but surely. See, it's not moving there. One problem I'm having already with this ride, even though I didn't go very far, my hands are frozen. See, I'm trying out these new gloves, and they're really nice ones, but they're not for cold weather. I found that out really fast. Not riding very much, but getting nice footage. There's a trail. See, it's a nice one too. Trail is closed. As beautiful as all of this is, I'm cold. And it's mostly my hands, and it doesn't bother me that much taking the gloves off when I'm stopped, but it's when I'm riding, and it's because these gloves are obviously a little too tight for me. So I guess I'm not going to be wearing those for riding the bike when it's cold. I like the look of the reflection. The light in those windows is just amazing. It's a beautiful evening here. I'm glad I got out. Behind me you see an ambulance, lights flashing. I don't know what's it for. It's a very common thing here. And here's my pet peeve for the evening. This trail is the one that is most often used by commuters. So there'll be a lot of traffic here during the week, and if you look at this, that hasn't been taken care of at all. This is what it looks like. This is ice that was there since last weekend, since we had our first major snowstorm, and it's still here. Yeah, it's almost impossible right now to ride on this trail. It bounces, and then as you're bouncing, you're losing traction, you wipe out. And if you're gonna comment, yes, I should be wearing my helmet, you're probably right, but here's something for the bike industry. I haven't seen any decent winter bike helmet yet. This keeps me warm. Bike helmet does not. I ride slow like grandpa, and I am being careful. A glimpse of downtown Edmonton skyline from the northeast side of Edmonton. Looking at the LRT tracks here. Camera is gonna die. I don't even know if you can see me, but it's calm. There won't be any wind noise in this video. I'm back from my bike ride, and well, while I still have a little bit of light, what I do now for my keep the winter bike clean, I've got a bottle of windshield washer fluid right here in my truck. I don't want to use it in our garden because it's got a percentage of methanol in there, which is toxic. What I do in order to keep the bike a bit cleaner, I spray down my most vulnerable parts, like the drivetrain. This is not bad right now because there isn't a lot of salt on the roads at this point, but this might become crucial going forward in the winter. The stuff mostly will evaporate, I'm hoping. It's just something I do to try and help me keep that bike alive through the winter. Here I am. If I look foggy, it's because the camera is still cold from... Jeez, yeah, it's really bad now. Ooh, can you see me? Anyways, I just wanted to say that I arrived at home, back in the house. My hands feel much better than out there. It only takes a few minutes of pain and they're back to feeling good. If you like this video, I say this all the time now, but it needs to be said because you might have it on your mind and then you forget it. Click the subscribe button and the like button and the like button and the subscribe button. And at the end of this video, you'll see 2 videos on the screen that you could watch after this if you like this one. See you next time, and next time it won't be so foggy.